The light pillars in Alaska. They form when the reflection of light from tiny ice crystals are suspended in the atmosphere. This is the bridge separating China and Macau. Because you drive in the left lane in Macau and the right lane in China, this is how they switch from left to right and vice versa. Long exposure of a meteor shower. My great-grandfather was a pioneer of Photoshop. Every person pictured here is him, circa 1910s. Evolution of religion. Map of Derinkuyu, an ancient, underground city that was found in Turkey. The city goes 60 meters down and could accommodate 20,200 people. It was discovered when a Turkish resident found a mysterious room behind a wall in his home. Just spotted by satellite. Full-scale mock-up of a U.S. aircraft carrier in a desert in NW, China. Friend gifted me a 145-year-old dime as thanks for recent help I provided. As a banker, this is probably the coolest thing I own. Middle-earth on Earth. Shot of Mount Rainier looks straight out of J.R.R. Tolkien's epic. Farmers protect their young cows from frostbite by using special earmuffs. Today I found my grandfather's copy of the World Wide Web Yellow Pages. 1999 edition. It includes URLs and descriptions of content on each website under categories like entertainment, business, finance, and shopping. 40-million-year-old gnat in Baltic amber. The late Roy Sullivan survived being struck by lightning 7 times. That is a world record. Polydactyl cat. The backside of the Taj Mahal that most tourists don't see. Stomach content of an Australian feral cat. This painting was made by a blind person. The Bin, in Los Angeles. A facility with 1,500 secure storage units that allows homeless people a secure place to store their precious belongings. A cutaway of one of the cables on the Golden Gate Bridge. Wavy Building in Seoul, GT Tower. The bark of the rainbow eucalyptus is continuously renewed. Underneath, a green layer of bark appears, which changes its color several times over time, from green to blue, violet, red, orange and finally to brown. A Lancia Stratus Zero on the streets of Milan in 1970. The Moon and Venus being besties tonight. A reindeer with a bell. Used to keep the herd gathered and to attract faraway reindeer to it. Textile artist Faig Ahmed creates mesmerizing carpets that appear to melt into the ground. The zoo where tourists are caged. A photorealistic image of what William Shakespeare would look like today. Based off the portrait to the left. Not my creation. When Reddit was 1 minute old. A massive thunderstorm over the Pacific Ocean seen from a commercial airliner at an altitude of 37,000 feet. Image credit. Santiago Borja. The only airborne image of a Concorde at Mach 2 taken from a British fighter plane, the fighter plane could only fly at the same speed very briefly because it would run out of gas at that speed. The Concorde could fly for hours. Truly incredible engineering. The iconic photo of Michael Jordan which turned into the logo. Hummingbirds are so tiny that this one built a nest and laid its eggs on top of a peach. This Australian plant have flowers shaped like hummingbirds. Cyclocosmia, a genus of megalomorph trapdoor spiders, looks like something out of Jumanji. Zoom in to see the flower in each dewdrop on this spider web I saw. In a small village in Japan, named Shingo, they believe this is the final resting place of Jesus Christ. Trench warfare in 1917. Competing artillery and projectiles raining on enemy positions. Pair burial of the Scythian husband and wife, ca. 1000 BC. This living room in an abandoned house. Link to more in comments. DVS limiting factor turned up at my work. Deepest manned dive ever. You guys remember Gollum, my morphed axolotl? Update. Now we have a second one. Kevin Yeager did special effects for both Child's Play 1988 and Tales from the Crypt 1989. He reused some animatronic parts. So Chucky and the Crypt Keeper literally have the same fucking eyes. Last night I captured an HDR shot of the Venus conjunction in 81 megapixels. This required using multiple cameras and telescopes to properly capture what my eyes were seeing. OC. Tom Brown, retired engineer, has saved around 1,200 types of apples from extinction over 25 years. Al-Nazla Rock Formation, Saudi Arabia. The heads on Easter Island have bodies. In the tens. Archaeologists studying the hundreds of stone statues on the Pacific Island excavated 2 of the figures, revealing full torsos, which measure as high as 33 feet. Photographer Clint Ralph spotted a hawk walking like a boss. A pigeon with 200 pills of ecstasy in a little backpack. Fish with transparent head. Standing directly under an aurora.